Do you think the Speaker should be sitting in the chair when Parliament rolls back in?
An apology that's got out with a crowbar is not taken seriously. And what we see is like a very bad movie. This is 4 weddings and a political funeral. This is the case that Bronwyn Bishop was the wrong person for the job. I don't mind Bronwyn, she's a political warrior for her team. I respect that. But that does not make you a good Speaker. And from the functions and fundraisers in the Speaker's office to her appearing on TV as a partisan person attacking Gillian Triggs, to the way that she's presided over the Parliament, to this, it is in the government's interests for her to move on.
Look, there's senior government figures, including Julie Bishop, Scott Morrison. Joe Hockey last night refused to back the Speaker. He refused to comment. How can, when Parliament comes back in, she doesn't have the support?
It's over, Christopher.
It's got to be over.
It's over. Move on.
I'm the Leader of the House, and I'm backing Bronwyn.
And then
you're backing Bronwyn? Does the Prime Minister back
very
Bronwyn?
strong. The Prime Minister and I are 100% behind Bronwyn Bishop. We're certainly not going to take advice, David, from the Labor Party about functionality or
What about Joe Hockey, who wouldn't comment on it last night? Julie Bishop wouldn't comment.
Well, he's got to make his own decisions, but the Labor Party is the party of Craig Thompson, Peter Slipper, Kevin Rudd, Julia Gillard, revolving door prime ministerships. There were 6 education ministers in 6 years under the Labor Party.
I tell you what, you're in your first term, and you've just stopped governing the country. It is in your interest...
You had 6 years of not governing the country.
...for this to move on.
I know you manfully tried to govern the country as a cabinet minister, but you had 6 education ministers in 6 years. You had 2 prime ministers in 3 changes.
You'll talk about anything
3
other
prime
than
ministers, 2
Bronwyn
changes in
Bishop
6
is the
years.
issue.
And we're not going to take advice from the Labor Party about how to govern the Liberal Party or the country.
Well, what about from the polls? I mean, this is not going to look good. The public are not happy with Bronwyn Bishop.
Well, the polls come and go, issues come and go. The fundamental here is that we are getting on with the job of governing the nation, and that means repairing the economy, paying back Labor's debt, creating jobs. These are all the things that people want us to be talking about.
All right, look, we're nearly out of time.